it's been a while since I made like most of my videos, and I posted my last video too. So what am I saying? And I just wanted to bring you guys, back to like, how, you know, Amazon is going for me. Because honestly, you do have like some skipping stones. You do have some, ups and downs in life, right? So I just want to clear that stuff out and say, because nowadays, like, seeing how Amazon is, like, it's an amazing job, like I keep saying. And you have like, challenges in life. Like, you meet people, you see new people, they coming and going. All those people like don't last that long, because this job is not 100% for you, because you know that this job is not going to keep you afloat, because you need extra pay, you need more time, you need more hours, you need the extra money, whatever you can do, right? And seeing how situations are in Amazon, like, certain people have not able to move up, they lost their jobs, and certain of them I've never seen. I guess someone that work with me haven't seen in a long time, because they're barely there. They come only like one time in a day, and the rest of the days they're having like either a different job or different career choices. And most people obviously assume like one career path is all right, but that it helps you develop your knowledge and blah blah blahs. Yeah, but that just adds more skills to you. That's it. And seeing how you develop more and more, like each day and each time, and each moment, or even days and stuff like that. It's always a wonder, right? It's always that one answer you always want to know, like, whether will I make it through or will you not. It's always there, like common questions, in your minds. Eventually, something goes wrong, like in, at your workplace, you can fix it, but then can you resolve it? Yeah, you can, but these are all like, common mistakes like people can do. But, usually if you know what you're doing and you do it wrongly, then that's a problem, because, you know what it is, and you did the wrong way. But even if it's your first day and you make small mistakes, that's fine. That you can just go through you can just watch video, go through your books, go through the knowledge you need and stuff like that. And overall, like, people always ask, do you as a person to yourself, like, do you believe you're making money, enough money to survive? Sometimes the question can be, or the answer can be no. That's one thing. And obviously, you gotta ask challenges. Are they giving me more work? Are they giving me more opportunities? Does it evolve you? Some things may or may not evolve, but it just depends where your career path is and what you have, and what kind of situation that makes you want to move and be a better person, right? Eventually that will happen if you been there for like a long time, basically. Like, say you've been there only for like a month or 2 or 3, right? Say that you only start, and you only been there for like 3 months, give or take 3 months, and eventually people would be like, the job's are okay, but it's not satisfying because the hours are bad, and the pay is all right if you do more. And eventually people have that common misconception of whether should we be able to do it or not be able to do it, are we able to adjust to it. That's all like really difficult, because eventually the more you adjust to it, the more it it just like makes you wonder, Like, is this pay enough, or do you think I've done enough? That's the common question that you know everyone would run 100%. No matter what people would think. You know, generations keep changing. Like our generation would be like, you know, the 90s people or whichever generation, right? Everything to us, like even to me, like I'll be honest, like when I shifted countries and stuff like that, uh, they didn't have IDs back then. I'm honest to God, they never had IDs, and they introduced it after probably like 2014, 15, around that time. So literally, there have been some, like real questions about every job market being so bad. Like, it's not easy to get by because job markets are really difficult these days because people are getting fired, some people are let go, some people are you know retiring. That's all. Retirement is different, but at the same time people are either they either force you to get a voluntary retirement or resign or something like that. So some people you know want to cut back on people. Like, they want to cut back on the cost of having to pay you guys more, which is insane because nowadays every job these days are very difficult. And seeing people that had previous good jobs and struggling to find another job, it's so difficult these days, man. Like, even the job market now, considering the situation it's in, it's obviously very difficult to get any job. But even if you put I guess how many applications you put in, like 12 maybe, give or take. So an average person put like 12 or 13 applications a day, and apply to different places and see what works out and stuff like that. And they may or may not reach out to you. That's a different reason. But honestly saying, like, people have always been questioned by whether should we give the job or should we do this job, or are we fit for it. We always ask that question, like, can we do it? That's an obvious question. Can we do it? But the main thing is, you shouldn't put yourself down. That's number one. And eventually, whatever comes, it works out. That's it. And seeing majority of people, they may or may not have jobs these days because it's not easy to have jobs, because to hold one and to have one, it's not two different scenarios. Like, I'll give you a first scenario. Having a job, get an interview, is one thing, but holding that job strongly is another whole different question, because you're asking yourself, can this person hold his job? That's the number one question we always ask. Can he hold a job? Because when you're initially joining, they keep you under contract. So everywhere you go, you're under contract. No matter the situation, no matter what, you're still under contract. They could probably keep you for like 3 months. 3 months, or if the contract goes longer, 4 months. And they want to see your performance. Perform well, and they might make you permanent in that 4 months period or 3 months period. So the initial stage will be, you're not permanent yet, but you're still an employee, but you're not getting paid. And that's how it works first. Like, that's how you start off. And you get trained into the job, and you get the knowledge, you get the qualifications, you get all what you need, eventually you move up. As you move up and you get permanency, and then you become a permanent employee first, and then you move up, and then you become a manager or director. All that stuff is there, or even team leader. And nowadays, seeing how people have really let down the job market, because every company they audit themselves, right? So every year there's an audit. So every year people get audited by various companies like Vanguard or so on and so forth. Okay, and they get like various of cutbacks. So everyone has an auditor. Like, they have one person that's there, like, comes to companies and sees how you guys do and how you perform, how you handle employees, how's the revenue coming through. All that stuff is there. And each company is like, they try to make their goal to get people to, like, for example, if you're working in marketing, you're trying to sell something, you're trying to say, this product is amazing, this it's better for you, it's really good for the environment, it's good for people, it's good for kids, it's like a really compatible product. You have to keep explaining that stuff. That's one part of it. And the other part is talking to clients, and you're trying to sell that pitch. Okay, this product is a new generation, and you're giving them pointers, like saying all that stuff and saying this will be like a new product of the future. And people would actually buy stuff like that. Like, people actually buy stuff. But eventually, not every product has been sold, because every product is like, there is always a big turnaround. It always starts good, and then it always goes down the drain, and then it ends up back up. And eventually, that's like Amazon. Like, people buy products and return products, and they lose value. Like, the person who's selling it lose a lot of value, because the more returns you make, the lesser money you make. So the more people that buy the products and keep it, that's a plus point. But the more returns they make, the more money the company is losing, like Amazon. And I've seen tons of complaints about products. You guys need to, like, people don't maintain that. That's the number one thing in Amazon. Like, I'm not blaming them, but to be honest, like, some of the products I buy and general people buy, they always see reviews and see if the product is good. That's a good thing, because you're trying to make people wanting to buy it or not. But more reviews about it, that piles up the company to make improvements, which I don't know if they see or not, but they should actually see that. And knowing that certain products are being not sold that great, they're really broken, they're really not that great, they break down after few days, few weeks, or even a month. And that's not good productivity. That's really bad, because you try to sell a product to the customer, and they buy it, they use it, and they write reviews about it. They write recommendations, whether it's good or blah, and whether should people buy it. And that sort of thing affects the company, because you as a consumer are supposed to give people the feeling that this product is really good, it's reliable, it's not bad, and it doesn't break, nothing like that. You're just giving good people good impressions. That's what the whole point is. And eventually, some products have been known to be really bad and all. And overall, what Amazon does is they sell certain products through third-party people, or through the owners. People go on TV shows and stuff like that. They try to sell stuff on Amazon, and so far it's not easy to sell in Amazon actually, because first off, it'd be very difficult to sell. You'd have to get hold of the person who runs that type of department, and second, you'd have to sit down with them and say, I'm here to sell this product with you guys, and I'm trying to get people to buy my product. That's all. It takes time, but overall, people have not really been super happy with certain products. It's very difficult these days, and I just want to end up with the video and say, peace to you guys making that money. Hope you guys do find a job, and if you guys are new to the channel, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that bell, comment down below with the comment. I'll see you guys in my next videos. Peace out.